Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at NVIDIA, AMD, and Tesla. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like these videos, go to my website, sign up, it's free, or click down here in the bottom right hand corner and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Traders, if you're looking for a new broker, check out CobraTrading.com/promo/StockBookie. Best in the business, been using these guys for years. If you're an active trader, check out CobraTrading.com. You won't be disappointed. All right, let's get into NVIDIA on the daily chart. 2.73% up, $5.09 green. Great day, guys. Got above this lower trend line here at 190.74, which was good support. Now it was resistance. We did close a little bit above that, so that was a pretty good close for the bulls. We are still under this sloping trend line. And then, of course, this one here, the upper trend line where we were starting to break out, hit the top, reversed or retraced back up, came in, little sideways action, came back down, saved it by the dip mentality, and we did fill the gap down here at 181.02. So it held it, retraced up, kind of chopping around. I still think we're in a little bit of a bearish pattern here. Down, sideways, still above the 200 MA, so still in the strong stance, but we're back below the 20 and the 50 MA. So bulls, you need to get back above these MAs here or the $200 even number. That will solidify possibly another breakout, but it still has to get above these trend lines. That was the channel it was in for a while. So as long as it stays below these, below the trend lines, or the moving averages, this could be possibly setting up for more bearish action. We are still going into the Christmas holiday, the light volume, going into the new year, so that could play a big role of these possibly going higher. So we'll watch for these. But in my last video, we do write calls. So if we get a pop on this, we'll write some calls on here and play the decay and do it again. So we've done it over and over and over. Go to my latest video. It's a pretty good one. We've had 22 winners in November and a couple more, but those are the ones I showed from all my members who are at StockBookie.com. So, all right, so again, sideways action. We'll see what happens going into next week. Again, that was a pretty good close for the bulls, but a little bit weak of a stance below the MAs and below this breakdown bar here. So let's keep an eye on this one for the next week or so, and let's see where this goes into the holiday season. I'm still thinking we get a little more selling towards the end of the year after Christmas going into New Year's, just like we did in 2015, I believe it was. So on the weekly now, we are holding the 20 MA. We always talked about this being a little bit stretched. I mean, it was stretched for a long time, guys, and just kept floating, floating, floating. Here we are. It kind of came in, a little bit of a bearish pattern. Let's see if this holds or continues sideways on a weekly close. So we'll have to wait for next Friday. Or let's see if it retraces. Now, if it gets above that $200 area and this 204.36, this could possibly shoot up for higher prices. Got to watch this lower trend line that's connecting the lows from that channel when it was, the pennant channel, when it was going up. Broke out, came right back in, holding up. And still looking good, still above the MAs. But again, just if you're long, tighten these stops, let it come down, buy again if you have to buy the dip. But I'm thinking this one will come down into the $100 area, 105, when it's all said and done. But let's go to the monthly. Let's look at the price point on that. I'll tell you, well, actually not 100. I'm going to have to go about 120. Wherever the 20 MA is, that's where it's going to head. But I still think I like this consolidation down here around 105, 106. But again, still a strong stock, but still stretched on the monthly. I want to see this one come in a little bit more. I'd love to go long NVIDIA because that would be the easy trade. Me, on the other hand, I'm a bear. I like to go short on these. And like I said, go to my last video. We traded this one a couple times with some short calls and made some good money on this trade. So again, still in la land. Way stretched. It's been stretched since back here. So stock of the year. Let's see where this one goes. But I believe on the daily, more short term, that this is going to be setting up to go down. And then if the markets come in, the SPY and the IWM, the Qs, this will come down. 156 would be a good target. And then I still think we could get down here around 113 in these big gap fill here. So watch out for that. And again, the trend is your friend until the end. This is slightly bearish. Let's see what happens going into next week. AMD. Let's see, my charts are a little bit slow. All right, there we go. So AMD, we talked about the $9.88 channel. Since it was up here, channeling around, boom, that's what it hit. $10 filled the gap. It is holding. This is a buy the dip mentality stock, so people are buying the dip, especially going into the holiday season where this could possibly get pushed up on the light volume. So, but just like this pattern, down sideways. We got this little pop and then they dropped it again, but look, down sideways, down sideways. This is bearish pattern setting up, and now we're back below the 20, the 50, and the 200. It's a weak stance. But what I've seen in the last year or so, you get these great bearish patterns inside bars, and all of a sudden you get the pop. You get some momentum coming, the volume comes in, and next thing you know, this thing's a $14 stock. So we'll be looking for a momentum trade possibly on this one, but we'll have to see. I mean, we had some pretty good volume on Friday here. I mean, what was it? What, 35 million or so? Actually 45 million with after hours action, but 35 on the day. So this is a great bearish pattern, guys. But the way these things go, bearish pattern, next thing it pops and starts going up because everyone starts going short. Let's look at the weekly on this one real quick here. Just to see, yeah, look at that double bottom. You have this little pivot here around 945. So watch for that, guys. You're back below the 50 and the 20 on this. This thing's starting to break down. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks going into this double bottom. This is great support. Let's see if this holds, or let's see if this goes sideways. So next Friday's close, let's see if we could get above the 1083 or possibly at least above the 1150 or so and start heading towards this lower trend line and the 50 and the 20 MA. If you're bullish, that's what you want to see. You want to see this thing starting to go up on bigger volume days on the daily and even on the 10-minute chart too. You want to watch for that. So let's keep an eye if we could get above the 1146 on a closing basis on Friday, or even back above here, and then we could possibly start going higher. But you still have the trend line, the 5-0, the 618 retrace. A couple things to look out for as this is going up. If it remains down here and continues sideways, just chopping around, 20 MA curls in the price, this could send this thing lower. I've talked about $6 since this area up in here, since we popped up. So you're talking October, beginning of 2017, October 2016. This thing went up like this. We ended up shorting it right on this one. We got this move here, and that was our only trade on this one, chopping around. This has been a great trading vehicle. I just want to see a definite good point to go long or short, because this thing can go either way, $3-4, and then you're down 30-40% in a heartbeat and you're getting killed. So, and again, guys, no more than 10% position of your total portfolio. If you're in options, no more than 1 to 3% of your total portfolio, and you won't get killed. Just slow and steady, keep banging out trades and make it happen, guys. Go to my new video, the winners in November. We had 22 winners in November, all shorts, all shorting calls, and people say I have no skill. Well, go there, check out the trades. They were all pretty good winners. So we're holding this bottom. Let's see if we go sideways, setting up for lower prices. I'm telling you, the points are going to be 200 MAs on the weekly charts if these things start coming in. And that's almost $6, guys. So I'm giving it an $8 target, or these lower pivots around 831. If this starts to break down, if it really starts going, you're coming to this 20 or 200 MA, wherever that might be. So watch for that. Monthly chart. This is what I want to look at. Yeah, see the monthly chart, you had a great support in this double bottom, and on the monthly tends to go down. Remember, it's a monthly chart. It's not going to hit and bounce. Sometimes it's going to hit and go through and slowly come in and then give you the bounce on a monthly time frame, which is the biggest time frame in Wall Street, guys. You got the daily, monthly, weekly, and this is it right here. You have great support. If this cracks, guys, I'm telling you, you are coming down in this area. If it goes up, great. I won't be in it either way, but if it starts hitting those lower ends around the $8, $7, and even the $6, I'll be trying to go long on this one and give it a shot. So let's keep an eye on AMD, guys. If you are long, tighten those stops. Just you need a bounce next week with the daily chart, and you need to get above, especially the 20 MA, which is 1063. Then you need to get above this 1150 area and this 50 MA. It'd be great if you could get above the 200 MA. Then this could possibly break out to the gap fill then I think this would be the end of the road, or 1550. Watch for that. So right now, guys, weak stance below the MAs. It could start to pop, so watch for that going into Christmas. But watch for more volume. If you start getting volume in this, this could damn well go up. So bears, you're in control at this point. You know, even you guys tighten those stops just in case it starts going up. And the longs who've been buying up in here, man, I don't know what to say. If this thing starts to slip, you're going down to 950, $9, 850, $8, and possibly lower. So watch for that. All right, and Tesla. Tesla's been going up on news again. This is the news-driven stock. This time it was semi-trucks. So we talked about this downward action, sideways, bearish, below the MAs. They popped it up, saved it. They got it back above the 20 and the 50. But now we're just chopping around right at the 50% retrace, which is 341.24. We did close above that. But remember, we came down in here. We popped up, a little bit bullish, dropped it here, dropped it again, came back. We're retracing right back to this area where people were starting to buy, you know, buy the dip, and then it goes up, and oh my, here it goes here, and then they slammed it to them, went back up. So all these buyers here that were buying for the hopefully, you know, buy the dip, they become sellers. So that's why this thing's stalling out. We still have the 618, the 750 retrace, and the double top at 362.83. So bulls, you got to stay above the MAs. It's got to go sideways and start to move up. Big area, next area will be the 352.54 as well as the 350. Then 360, 362 to 365. More resistance pretty much in this whole area here with the consolidation and stuff like that. So this thing needs to go sideways, consolidate in a bullish manner. 20 MA curls in the price, pushes this up. Maybe you get some more news with the semis. We'll see. Next week, SPY, light volume, these can damn well float, so watch for that. So, and you got the news with the tax reform and all that good stuff as well. So you got to keep an eye on the news, because news seems to be driving these markets, nothing else. And again, guys, above the MAs, still slight, you know, it's starting to get out of the bearish mode. You know, I have no position in this one, so I'm not, I could care less, but I get a lot of emails, inquiries about me doing videos on this one, because I've been hitting this one pretty good. We were short shares a while back, got kind of burned. They came in, we covered them, made great money, and then when this thing was bouncing around up and down, we were shorting, long, short, long, short. We even played some call positions. If you go to my video, you can see some of those call positions that we did, or shorted calls, or right calls, naked calls that is, and play the decay. So again though, guys, you know, it's not bad. I got to see more on this next week to see if this holds. If it just comes right back in, look out. I think we're going to break this area and go lower, so watch for that. Remember, news, everyone's buying Tesla semis right here, guys, everyone and their grandma. So join the party and buy some more. So we'll see if that's all true. But this is what I was talking about on the weekly. We did close above the 20 MA on the weekly, which is more bullish, all right? But look at this. Down, retrace to the top, down, retrace. This time, though, do we do a shorter retrace, maybe 750, and then the next leg down? Or if we break above that 260, 265, then we'll probably go to triple top, and that's where I'll be taking another position short on Tesla, or at least adding. Next place will be 400. Next place will be 410. I'll average it in around 400, and then boom, maybe get some downside, maybe write some calls on this one too. But next Friday, I want to see a close above the 20 MA and keep above this 50% retrace here, this purple line right at, say, 342 or so. So keep an eye on that one. So as long as this thing stays above that, you know, this is another one like AMD. See how it goes down, nice sideways pattern, bearish. Now, I mean, a little bit bullish here, but bearish, and also out of the blue it pops on news. So you got to watch for that, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sideways. Gosh, that was setting up nice though for a bearish setup, but just didn't happen this time. So do we get a short-term retrace, maybe to the 750 at 365, and then it starts to tank? We'll have to, you know, we'll know more on Friday's close. And then the daily though, or on the monthly. Monthly still, you know, it's getting closer to the 20 MA. Remember, when it was up here, we were talking target would be the 20 MA, and look at that. It came right down to the 291, never made it there. So let's see if it retraces or does it come right back in. If it closes on a monthly, it needs to close above this red bar here or the 332.11 area at the end of the year. So let's watch for that. So there's a couple areas to watch for this one, and watch the news as well, because that's what's driving these markets too. And again, guys, these three, they're the ones a lot of people play, and they could be big movers in these markets and make people a lot of money. So technically, they're all okay, but a little bit stretched. But keep an eye on them. Let's see if we can make some money in the next couple of weeks. And that's all we want to do here at StockBookie.com. All right, guys, that's it for today. Remember to like the video, go to and subscribe to my YouTube channel, or go to my website and become a member. It's free, and you'll get videos like this and a couple other things we're working on. We're going to do some live stuff coming up as well, do some live intraday action where we could get some trades off as well. So, all right, everybody, thanks for stopping by. Really do appreciate it. And don't forget to like the video. God bless. See you on the charts.